The other characters ran into you. How did they do so? Roll me a d8.
What's that?
1.
Oops. Oh no, I gave you the wrong. I'm sorry. Who did you best hang around with as you were who most influenced you as you grew up in the gypsy camp, moving from place to place? There was a traveling blacksmith that took your mind off of troubles. You get +1 column shift to your strength.
Ew.
So it's a 6.
It goes up to a 10.
Goes up to a 10.
Okay.
So, did she grow up in like the 1900s?
Don't worry about
No.
it.
Well, there were trinkets that were made by hand that were spun. Some of it was jewelry. Some of it was shoeing horses. Some of it was. It happens.
Don't worry.
She was more rural than.
Yeah,
urban.
blacksmiths still exist in real life today.
They do.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, like, it's,
Don't worry, comrade. Don't worry.
Do you know how you found how you were imbued? Do you have that story? Do you know that yet? I'm sorry, endowed. Sorry. Do you have that fleshed out yet, or
Kind of.
How'd you do it?
how old were you when you were endowed?
About 12, 13.
Well,
That's,
I don't know.
it could be anything.
It could be. She could be
Puberty
like.
joke. It's a puberty joke, you
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Well, then-
Jackson got it.
That was,
Yeah. Well,
no,
Jack.
that was before that.
Hey, don't bring this back on me. That asshole did something. This asshole just laughed. That's all I did.
No, all I'm saying is
point.
Jackson got the joke right away.
Okay, good point.
Early adulthood.
Early adulthood. Okay. And what was it? Oh, it was the gypsy curse.
Gypsy curse.
And you're cursed. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a roll on a d8.
Jackson knows all about
8.
filthy curses.
Great. Give her a d6.
What?
Here,
No.
give her a d6.
It's right there.
It's pronounced now.
It's pronounced now.
It's French. No.
2.
2. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Was the gypsy curse from your tribe of gypsies or from?
No.
No. All right.
A different compania.
Okay. All righty.
Is that what they're called?
And what'd you roll?
It's
A 2?
Okay.
The word for a non-gypsy is gajo, which roughly translates as peasant or townsperson.
Nice.
Peasants.
Filthy peasants.
Okay.
You all right there, Jackson?
I'm great. Puking around.
Also, gypsy is kind of a racial slur.
Yes.
Is it really?
Not
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah,
Or
actually.
Hey, those guys gypped me.
More kind of than more actually than kind of.
Yeah.
No.
The Rom are the Romany are the after your endowment, a spirit you had a vision of a spirit of chaos. You called it by its true name and cast it back into the abyss. Gain +1 column shift to your intuition and +1 column shift to your reason.
Wow, that's cool.
It's like I shall name you Carl.
So intuition is 20. It goes to a 30. And what's your reason? It is...
Reason is at 10.
Okay, it becomes a 20.
Yeah, it becomes a 20.
Makes you better at hypnotizing people.
Yeah.
You're like, you face down Cthulhu, you can probably deal with somebody who's hard to hypnotize.
Bum A on the street, yeah.
Truth.
Okay. Alrighty. Captain, which of you wants to go first? Rico or?
I could go.
Yeah.
I can go. I've been fleshing out my backstory.
All right. Hero, vigilante, or anti-hero?
Vigilante.
Vigilante.
What'd you pick, Jade?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Jade, hero, vigilante, or anti-hero?
I could make a suggestion that you you might not be full hero given the implied fast and loose relationship with other people's property. I mean,
Vigilante.
just say.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not going full hero. So I guess vigilante.
I hope your identity is secret, because if you get caught, you go to jail.
Well,
That's the problem with being a vigilante.
Kind of a given, but I mean, okay. Basically, it's sort of like a question of degree. If you want to be like, okay, you're in a unique position where, like, if there are magical people out there mind controlling people and causing problems like that, like you are in a unique position to deprogram mind controlled people and seek out the people who did it to them and bring them to justice in a way that mundane authority just can't. It's not a crime to cast spells on people, but it is something that in this world people do. So that could fit for a vigilante. If you are on like a full-on spirits of vengeance out to, like, your family was killed by, like racist cops or something, and you're out to like zap all of them into next week until you get justice, that could be an anti-hero.
Don't kill anybody. It's bad for karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could like, bring the hurtin'.
Yeah. So what do you want? Hero?
And I thought anti-heroes had a little more leeway with
They do.
with that.
Anti-heroes can kill everyone in the line to the big bad, right? Per
Correct.
se?
Correct.
Now you said technically like Wolverine falls into hero category, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily have to have had a great past
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
to
you
turn
could.
it around
Right.
because
Yeah,
potentially.
dude, ask Cobra Guy over here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
See, look I did
Oh,
not
it's-
touch that.
it is just slipping out. It's true.
Oh well, then we'll have to fix that a little
Say,
bit.
I
there.
haven't
it
touched
probably
it.
All right,
needs
that's fine.
tightening on the arm.
So yeah, no hero.
Okay.
Turning over a new leaf kind of thing.
There's
There
nothing
you
wrong
go.
with that. Nothing wrong with being a hero.
Okay.
That's how you get 48,000 karma and bring all your stats up to 500.
Yeah, baby.
And hit on shift infinite with an edged weapon.
All right.
Yeah, but then you hit on shift infinite, and then accidentally get a red result, and their heads fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a risk you take sometimes.
Hey, so what are you going with this time?
I'm going vigilante this time.
Nice. I like it.
I'm friends with one of the defenders.
Nice.
We train together in our martial arts. I'm totally a vigilante. In fact, my hero's identity is a secret. Like my real name. I have my real name, and then I have my hero name. Not like Guardian Angel from the last game where he was popular and everybody knew him.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Is this like somebody's website that you're using, or?
Now I've got a couple of documents that I was looking at that I'm taking some inspiration from and picking and pulling now. Did your path cross either of these paths before you were cursed?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough. All right, Rico, what do you got? What you doing?
What's the
baby?
first thing that you need? I mean, what would you like to know? Because I have almost an entire backstory crafted.
Vigilante, hero, anti-hero.
A vigilante. He's a vigilante.
Do you want to give us the bullet points of your backstory?
Yes. Sometimes his parents would have parties late at night.
Whoa.
They would play leapfrog.
Late at night, they would go down
Twister?
to the basement.
You're just going to lift that completely. Go
Well,
ahead.
nobody else was using it. And I thought
good
it was
point.
really, really good. So
Oh, okay,
I was
good
going
point.
to use it,
All
yeah.
right, very nice.
And because of his demi-human origin, the powers that they were trying to summon actually worked and beget her a son who became me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable with this
You are
now.
not.
Your
are
mom was inseminated by a star beast
Hold
from
on. His name is Damon.
That's why he
No, it's not.
can
Not
teleport.
Damien.
and is a
Damon.
pilot.
No, it's not.
Because you were flying too close to the sun one day. No, go ahead.
Whatever, Icarus. Keep going.
Maybe he was
I
a
like it.
pilot and then came into his powers at a certain
No.
No,
His
apparently-
powers came from being a demi-human that was later due to chemical exposure. Because of the demi-human origin, He was endowed with certain physical prowesses that other children weren't.
Flew through an aurora borealis.
No, that never once happened, ever. That never once ever
Bermuda Triangle?
happened. Nope, never.
Okay.
I looked it up
Never.
on Snopes.
No, the
happen.
pilot thing he did as he grew up and went to school.
For funsies.
But he took an interest in martial arts as he was a kid. A la Karate Kid. Met an old wise man.
Whoa, a la Karate Kid? Okay, hold on. So basically he trained and then ruined some other dude's East Side Valley
Yeah, pretty
conference.
much.
And
Yeah, pretty much.
With an illegal
Pretty
kick
much.
to the head.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Ruined this guy's future.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact,
You know that because Daniel-san was the villain of that movie.
yeah, he sure was.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
seen the,
I've seen
the
that.
lawyer clip.
And by ruining the kid, put him in a coma. Paralyzed him
Terrible.
and put him in a coma.
Okay.
And then swore off of martial arts for probably 10 or 15 years, and then went to flight school to become a pilot. And then, whilst flying from place to place as a pilot with his professional skill, met up with Iron Fist Danny Rand and started training in martial
Were
arts.
you flying the plane?
That crashed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Rand's plane?
Danny Rand's plane. Yeah.
So then you met him years later after he was out of Kunlun?
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, sorry I killed your parents.
That's
we
exactly
should-
what I'm thinking.
Well, he was
we should
found.
spar a little bit.
He was found by the mystical Kunlun people. I was found by just regular Sherpas,
Okay.
regular mountaineer people.
You lost the lottery, man. That
Yeah,
sucks.
I did. Until I met back up with Danny Rand. And then
you're like, I think I could take you.
trained me in martial arts, and there was a ceremony where I imbibed some incense.
Semen.
That was the chemical exposure that helped me with my teleportation powers and my martial arts supremacy.
He
So-
flies planes, not boats.
So, what kind of creature are you as a demi-human? Like, what is your creature feature? What kind of thing are you that was triggered by this transformation?
I have orange gold eyes that glimmer in direct light, sunlight, or UV light. And my skin is not black, but darker than tan. Like
Sort of like grayish?
no, like a burnt copper color.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you stand out enough, very obviously.
Yes.
You're a non-human.
Yes. I'm a non-human.
Okay.
That's why my pilot work was private work, because it's really hard to get a job in the public sector looking like I do.
As
All
a
right.
mutant.
Yeah. So after you came back and after you picked up the martial arts, what'd you do when you were back in your? Did you study with the Sherpas? Learn all of that, and then did you come back to Indianapolis?
I came back.
Or how did you come to Indy?
I had seen reports of weird going-ons in Oklahoma. There was some alien invasion.
That's going to put us
in-
way too far into the timeline.
Oh, is it really?
We're going to start
before all that?
with events of New York City, where
Oh,
Iron
wow.
Man did the bomb.
That was a
up
while
into the
ago.
thing.
Oh.
That was a while back, huh?
Well, that's why I moved away from New York City, because of the event. That's what they call it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
The incident.
The incident, yeah. That's why I moved away. And I moved safely to the Midwest. Because it's the middle of nowhere. Nothing happens.
Right.
There's no other supers. People don't blow things up.
Yeah,
It's-
that kind of craziness doesn't go
yeah.
on here.
It's got an airport that's a nice little flyover state.
Yeah. Okay.
It's relatively quiet.
Okay. Jade, how did you come to Indianapolis?
Traveling circus troupe.
Got it. Okay.
As a fortune teller.
As a fortune teller? Very nice. All righty. Joshua,
Yes.
how did you come to Indianapolis?
I really like the story that we did come up with. So, do any background first, or just how did it come to Indy?
How'd you come to Indy?
I would say that I was just attached to that artifact or whatnot that was controlled by that true fae or by that
So how
captor or whatever. Traveling display that came to the what?
Indiana State Museum has a lot of traveling displays.
Right? Indiana State Museum. And somehow there was an event where that artifact was broken and I was able to escape.
Could you turn my ears down a little bit? Everybody's sort of booming in my headset.
Boom.
He's on channel 2. Is that better for you?
Is that better? Did it
No,
change?
it's still really loud.
How about that?
That's better.
That's better. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Hooray. All right. Yay. All right. Sorry, we didn't mean to boo.
I did. I meant to boom.
No, didn't.
Are you Bunny or Tigra?
Tigra.
Okay. And they like the boom.
Oh, it's all good. So anyway, that artifact traveling display breaks, and I'm able to get set free and escape
Oh.
while in Indy,
Okay.
which is going to be a little nutty.
All righty.
Very much.
Phenomenal.
We are close to a Great Lake.
John.
Okay. All right. My character's real name is William A. Shotgun. His background is classified in light of his military service. He admits to have been a special forces and later a CIA contractor. After killing his sensei in a duel and never saying why, he went into business for himself as a very morally dubious mercenary.
It's a Sith code. There can be only one.
I thought there were two.
Well, there's the rule of 2. He'll have an apprentice later.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I got you. I'm hearing what you're saying.
So, well, in any case, after that, I was recruited into my group that I ran of very highly skilled mercenaries were recruited by an international terrorist organization known as Cobra.
Dun, 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 dun.
My the primary contact was the Baroness, who recruited us for certain jobs that required a little more finesse than they were normally willing to put out their regular random British punks that live in the bayou for some reason.
Nice.
So I'm known to have assassinated the Emir of Kumar.
Very nice.
I hijacked the Latverian Space Agency's Nova Doomstat low orbital station, and I robbed Elvis's mansion at Graceland.
Not the king.
And I was a bad guy.
Yo, I'm okay with that. Elvis sucks. I'll say it.
That
Elvis is awful.
But yeah,
Wow.
Johnny Cash, way better.
Anyway,
Agreed.
so
Different things.
Yeah, one is good and one is bad. You're right. It's
No.
two way different things.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Excuse
Hold
me.
on. He's coming to Indy.
All right. So
You were the one that robbed Graceland. You did start something.
I know it's
Yeah,
true.
carry on.
You can't just drop that into conversation without some degree of
Yes.
commentary. It's
Yes.
true.
Kerfluffle.
So I attracted the jealous attentions of Destro after sharing a bottle of wine with the Baroness.
That's to do with the silver mask on his head, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he had me as chief of security for something called Project Nibelung. And I was also the primary test subject.
Nipple what?
Nibelung.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
B with a B.
Rheingold.
Got it with
You
a B.
know,
Oh.
Wagner, culture,
Oh.
an opera.
Culture. Oh.
Were you the talent or the fluffer with that show?
Whoa. Whoa.
Sorry, too soon.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was subject to dangerous J waves that triggered an innate mutation,
Nice.
and I became a highly unstable mutant with a number of powers over the fabric of matter and energy, as well as enhancing some of my fighting skills. And, natural potential is, in my role as a soldier, which, was the intended function of the experiment, but it also had some additional side effects. After this, I resolved that I was going to turn over a new leaf. I surrendered to the U.S. government and was taken to the high security prison in Terre Haute.
Nice.
I didn't know
Did
there was
you-
a high security prison in Terre Haute.
Oh, there
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
is.
I know there's one on the way to. Is there one on the way to Kokomo?
There's
Also?
one on the way to Grissom Air Force Base.
But it's a federal prison.
Oh,
And
okay. Oh, so not a private prison.
I was court-martialed and something.
Profit.
Right.
I was in Terre Haute because that's where they execute people.
Yes,
Truth.
it is. I mean, just the smell of that town is almost
Pretty
fatal.
bad, yeah.
That's where they executed Timothy McVeigh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been.
It's the same
It was.
place.
Yeah.
However, I was at the last minute, I was pulled from death row by shady military contacts who decided that they had further use for me than that.
Okay.
And I've headed to Indianapolis because that's where my character was born in Fishers.
Okay. North of 96th Street.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Nothing
Just
else.
Good
saying.
man.
Nothing's below 96.
Not much. Okay, anyhow.
Anyhow.
Watch it.
So that's
I'm below
that.
96th Street.
So that's how I ended up back in Indianapolis.
All righty.
But I am trying to turn over a new leaf. I am adamant in that I'm, going to use this this betrayal and new power as an opportunity to make up for the terrible things I've done in the world.
Hooray.
So I was thinking this character would be a hero,
Okay.
but I'm not 100% sure on that. I could go vigilante, depending on how you introduce this story. I'm not sure what's appropriate from going forward.
Okay. So let's go around the table. Give a quick rundown of your stats. We'll start with John. So what's your face rip, John?
All right. Fighting 30, agility 10, strength 20, endurance 10, reason 20, intuition 10, psyche 10.
Your health
That would make my health an 80.
and your karma.
30. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That would be a 70 and a 40 karma.
All righty. Jane?
So I had a question.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to powers and talents upping that.
Yeah.
Well, talents never increase.
I thought the acrobatic changed something for me.
It's when you go to try to use the feat. You're at +1 column.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a permanent.
Okay.
It's when you go do acrobatic-y stuff.
How's that?
If you're just going to the sink to get a glass of water, you're not just really acrobatic about it.
I might.
Do we have
You might be.
Do we have a bunch of rolls to make to add to our stuff?
We will.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So my fighting is at 10, agility 10, strength at 10, endurance is 30, the reason is at 20, intuition 30, and psyche 30.
Alrighty. Your health and karma.
Health is FASE added together.
30, 40, 50, 60.
Didn't know you'd be a math quiz, huh?
So 60 for health.
Uh-huh.
And
Karma is RIP added together.
80.
All right. Rico?
30 fighting, 30 agility, 20 strength, 20 endurance, 10 reason, 10 intuition, 10 psyche. 100 health, 30 karma.
You sound like the tank so far. What's your fighting with unarmed martial supremacy?
It's 30, 60. It's 3 ranks, so it'd be 75.
Already?
Monstrous. If I hit
Yikes.
with my fist or knee or use my martial arts, I hit 75.
Yikes. Alrighty. Joshua.
Fighting 20, agility 10, strength 20, endurance 10, reason 20, intuition 6, psyche 20.
What's your health?
Health is, that's just face, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That is, well, what is that? 60.
And
Uh,
your
Karma is 46.
Why is the agile teleporter guy the tank?
Right.
Because I was tired of being on the tank from last game.
I was the tank from last game.
No,
I had
you weren't.
like 3,000 health. 2,000 health.
Well, eventually.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, nothing could like actually touch him.
Also, technically, you're the tank. Don't you have physical resistance?
I do.
Yeah, so
Oh,
there we go.
you're the tank.
That
so
is true.
Dr. Shotgun. Oh, sorry, Commander Shotgun is the tank.
Okay.
I love that name.
Me too. It's pretty
CSG for short.
We're looking at John, give us a roll of a d6.
Can I impugn upon your
I don't have a
dice there,
D6.
Josh?
Yes, you do.
Horrible gamer. No D6.
Hey, I only brought my.
Percentiles.
Okay, 5.
5. Okay. Word of your deeds through the Cobra organization spread far and wide, especially your willingness to engage in the special project. Gain +1 column shift to your... Which one is the personality? Is it I or P?
P is.
P is,
Psyche.
yes, psyche. Give me another d6.
It's a trap. Don't do it.
4.
Okay. You gained notoriety. What level is your berserk at?
0, 1.
Wow. Okay. You gained notoriety for your relentless attacks in combat. Gain +3 column shifts
All right.
to the berserk.
Ouch.
To my worst power. Hey, it takes it up from let's see. So it goes from poor, typical, good.
Correct.
So it becomes a 10.
Yes.
What did it start at? Feeble?
A 1.
Feeble.
Yeah, that goes up to good.
Hey, that means it's an actual like
Usable.
power.
That's
that
a usable
works.
power.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And you gain +1 column shift to your strength.
Oh, cool. Okay. I like it.
Alrighty.
I like it. I like your character, Garlic. I love
Yeah,
your character.
I'm enjoying it.
I love it so much. Super jealous.
Alrighty. Give me a roll of a d6.
5.
Jackson, I'm thinking metal dice were a bad idea.
Yeah, this is deadly right here.
Best idea ever.
This is gonna scratch my phone. Or
What,
something.
pocket
Or
protector?
something.
What?
Yeah, it's going to
All
put
right,
a
you're
hole
good.
in something.
This is fine mahogany.
Yeah.
This is the best balsa wood ever.
Second time that's been said tonight for me.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Fine mahogany, huh?
Point.
All right, what'd you roll on that d6?
5.
5. Okay. You gained a name in the organization, which is one of the reasons why they likely came and yanked you out. anytime anybody that wanted to stand up and throw out boasts that were not, braggarts. You were one of the names that you made for yourself was that you shut people's mouths who wanted to, all they wanted to do is run their mouth and run their mouth and run their mouth. You would step up and close that.
That happened a lot in Cobra.
Yeah, very regularly. And gain +1 agility or +1 column shift to agility.
Nice.
Alrighty. Jackson,
Yeah.
when you were younger, give me a D6.
1.
When were you abducted by the Fae?
At birth, because that's when they normally did it.
Well,
I would.
did you have a chance to learn anything between birth and when I came out of the artifact, now I'm a dragon?
Yes, I was a young adult. I'd say like 16.
Okay.
16 to 18.
Alrighty. What'd you roll?
1.
Okay. Where were you? What was your childhood? Where were you? Was it on Earth and you were pulled, or was it from somewhere else?
Somewhere else, different. It would have to be a different dimension if it actually was
Okay.
a dragon.
There were raiders that attacked your home regularly while you were growing up. You were always the first to volunteer with the forces to defend, your enclave of the dragon world. +1 column shift to strength.
Okay. Okay.
Roll D6.
6.
Okay. You were always one of the fiercest and most intimidating fighters out on to defend your clutch of eggs or whatever the dragons had, however they did that.
I love the plot. I love the
Right?
story.
Isn't it?
Like
Isn't
whatever
it?
the hell it is. You did it.
Well, they were coming to steal the whatevers.
Yeah.
The dragons. You tell
Your
me.
bed.
Yeah, your mom. I don't know.
Hey, she's
Hey,
a great lady.
she's a saint. That's what I heard. +1 endurance.
Loosest cloaca on the entire planet. The
Whoa.
Cyberculture dragon mom.
Whoa.
She was very productive.
Whoa, scaly.
Have you seen dragon eggs? They're all spiky.
Are they?
I don't know. They can be.
Yeah.
I guess.
Masochist. That's cool.
And give me one more D6.
4.
All right. So you were nice. When you were, sprouting to have a young love of yours, there were rivals from a clutch down the
different
way.
town,
A different town,
area.
whatever, the other mountain over. I don't
Yeah.
know how dragons have this whole, that.
Me
I haven't
either,
thought
that's
enough
all
into
right.
this, but I'm winging it.
I
a little
love
bit
it.
here.
You're doing well. You're doing great.
They killed her. They attacked her and they mortally wounded her. You, in response, fought like a wild beast. You rallied the group of defenders around you. Gain +1 psyche, +1 column shift to psyche. You led them to the neighboring mountaintop village, whatever it was, and wiped their village out.
Bastards.
This activity drew the eye of whoever it was that snagged you.
True Fae, whatever, took me into a different.
That went, look at the passion, look at the
wanna
the
use
fire,
that.
look at the I
Okay.
want to make that my own.
Okay. Makes total sense.
The murder.
Yeah.
Murder.
Murder. All right there, Rico.
What?
Roll me a D6, baby.
No.
Yes.
4.
All right. Give me your backstory again. Just the quick high points.
Demi-human from Magic Rituals.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I was taken aback. I gasped.
Incense, inhalation,
Right.
mystical ritual.
How'd you get into the pilot thing? Oh, because that was your mystical ritual. After that, piloting.
I was piloting before the
Ah.
mystical ritual. The mystical ritual happened
Right.
after the piloting. Piloting is what I did after school.
Okay, and then you got picked up by the Sherpa, right?
Yep, after the plane crashed.
Excellent. And you gained, you then, as he taught you and taught you to fight and helped you hone your mystical skills, you gained +1 psyche from the mental rigors and discipline. +1 column shift to psyche.
Okay.
Give me a roll of a d6.
3.
Alrighty. You were placed under constant and tireless pressure when you were taught to meditate on one end, and when you were not meditating, the combat styles were relentless. Gain +1 endurance,
Okay.
and roll me one more d6.
6.
All right. You made a name for yourself in the in the Sherpa
Probably in the village.
in the village where okay. A fighter from a fighter was traveling through and got drunk and decided to berate and waylay other villagers on the road.
Oh, I had to put a stop to that ASAP.
Oh yeah. Oh, you did. You gain +1 column shift to endurance from the beating you took, but you put him down.
Okay.
Roll me 1d6.
5. I sustained quite a beating.
Yes, you did. There is suggestion of a prophecy that you will seal an ancient evil,
Oh,
which
that's
you have
what's
heard
up.
stories of.
It's your daddy.
You gain +1 psyche, +1 column shift to psyche,
Okay.
as you feel you are driven forward by
Okay.
potentially a larger fate.
Wow, those rolls sucked.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. No, that's probably best because I don't need to roll at 100 on my fighting. It's probably best that didn't jump up to 40.
Alrighty.
But that does put me on 120 health and 50 karma.
Alrighty then.
120 health. That's pretty impressive.
Nice. That's not bad at all. So, you moved back to NDY. Oh, to get away from you moved to the
To get away
Midwest.
from the incident.
You're curating, and
Yep.
do you know what the object is?
We'll just say a necklace, medallion, whatever. Necklace.
Okay.
It should be like a sword or something awesome.
Hey, my backstory. You back the hell off.
Yeah, it's a
Fair,
necklace.
fair.
Some trinket. It's a bauble. What's the necklace look like? Diamonds dripping and
No, just a medallion down here. That's
just
it.
a medallion right in here.
Yeah.
Right by where that microphone.
It's
keeps
made out
going.
of like an 8-carat diamond. It's called the Tear of the Dragon.
No,
it was
it,
worn by
The tear of the very sad.
I would
dragon.
think it would be made out of cold iron to contain me. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Set in cold iron.
Sure. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
with like a
An
bloodstone.
opal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An opal.
Opal.
Why an opal?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Seems mystical.
Just what you got. What's
And
your birthstone?
Garnet.
Garnet. Boom. Give it some
Boom.
love. Boom. Garnet red.
Emerald.
And the sigil stands for sea monster, Leviathan, whatever.
Oh yeah, emerald green sea monster.
No, shouldn't it be sapphire, blue?
Oh, there it is. Huh?
Sapphires can be almost any color, actually.
Opals have all the colors.
Yeah, they're iridescent.
Yeah.
Aren't the opals? Aren't they like pearls?
No.
No. Well, they're sort of pearlescent looking, but
Oh, okay.
They're
I'm just checking.
iridescent.
All right. Iridescent. It's my favorite color, right after black.
Me too.
I don't know. I mean purple.
Actually,
Purplish black. Iridescent.
glitter and then iridescent.
Wow, which is sort of a glitter on black, isn't it? Okay. Anyhow, so that's okay.
Good stuff.
Okay.
What else? What else?
So you go to relax. Now. Oh, I need character names. Captain Shotgun.
Commander Shotgun.
Commander Shotgun.
I was an 05.
You were nice. Commander Shotgun. Dr. Dragon.
Leviathan. I still like Leviathan.
Still like Leviathan.
I still like
I'm gonna
Dr.
call you
Dragon.
Levi.
Okay.
That's fine.
What's your character's name?
Name or identity?
Both.
Or what you, whatever you want to call yourself.
Okay, so identity is Marisol Loveridge, and
Nice.
hero name is Lumen.
Lumen. There's a formula for lumens, and distance divided by 2 is the...
No, lumen is a unit of candlelight.
Yes. And lumen strength is defined by distance.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right. So every time you cut the distance in half, you double the lumen strength. But anyway,
I didn't
for
know
those
that.
of us that were in physics, it's
I didn't know that.
No, it's okay. No, I like it. That's what I was like. Lumen? You mean like candle power lumen? Yes!
Marisol is actually also Spanish name for sun. It's related.
It's very nice.
Going with a light theme.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, Rika?
His name is Alexander Phillips, and his identity is sidereal, and it's a secret identity.
Sidereal. Okay. Well, good. All right.
Oh, don't I get to pick a flavor for my teleportation effect?
How so?
Is there like a puff of smoke or
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
do you go?
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you need a
Yeah, you
sound
do.
effect like thwip?
Like,
Yeah, no.
no?
No.
What?
No, it's fine.
Taking the ring off.
That
No?
is the weird sound.
No? Okay.
That is a weird sound.
That
Just
was
checking.
the very dramatic knuckle pop by
Yeah.
our GM here.
Yeah, sorry. I better know.
Oh,
So,
I'll
d-
think
are
of
you-
what my what.
Oh, I thought you had something ready. I thought
No,
you were
I didn't.
pulling this out of your pocket and go, here's what I'm doing. Boom. And I
No,
was like,
no.
oh,
Just
my
when
God.
I teleport,
You're like, well, something happens.
there needs to be. I want it to be a cool
It goes-
flavor effect. I'll
it
figure
goes-
it out.
No? Okay. It sounds like a small mouse doing a squeak. No? Okay. So,
Nice.
What'd you say your character's name was again?
Real name
Not
or
say
his
your
identity?
real name.
Alexander Phillips.
Alexander Phillips. And Commander Shotgun, do you have it's Willie A. Shotgun, right?
It's William Ambrose Shotgun. My mom's name is Candy Shotgun. She was an exotic dancer.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course she was. My name's Candy. I'm Candy. Of course you are.
Candy Shotgun.
Candy
is
Shotgun.
A,
that is awesome.
how can it
How can it go wrong?
how could it go wrong?
Well, and as a stripper name, Candy Shotgun to the face. I'm thinking in my mouth. I mean, there's so many places that
Oh, gross.
Hey, I'm not the one that brought this to
Anyway.
the
This
table.
This is true.
It was also when this was the inspiration for a changeling character that I played. That character, Candy would have been like in her 20s because my character was like 7.
Now it's
creeper.
really creepy. Now it's really just like, oh, bleh.
I'm probably in my 30s for
Okay.
Yeah.
CSG.
I got a real name, too. Levi Drake.
Levi
There we go.
Drake. Ah,
Good name.
see
I
what
like
you did
Levi.
there.
That's a good
I see
name.
what you did there.
Leviathan.
Dr. Dragon.
Dr. Drake.
Dr. Drake.
Dr. Drake.
Dr. Drake Ramore.
Dr. Drake Ramore. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Drake Ramore, like the Ramoreans. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
get
a
it.
Friends
Get out of
reference.
here.
It is a Friends reference. I know.
So Drake as in like a male duck.
No,
No,
Drake is
no,
a
Drake as in like a
lizard.
dragon.
No, it means dragon in another language.
Dragon.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Wagon.
Levi Drake.
Sweet.
Sweet.
That's what I leave behind when I teleport in and out. That
What are
Oh,
we seeing?
I was like,
portal
I
looking
can't see
thing.
the.
I feel like as a potential like pickpocket thief,
Yes.
I'm the one who breaks the artifact trying to steal it.
Oh.
You would.
Letting
You
him out.
motherfucker. Yeah, you
I let
would.
you out, okay? And we befriend each other because we're both kind of mystical.
I'm a dragon. Of course I'm mystical.
Well, I went kind of because
Yeah.
I'm a human
Human.
with mystical powers.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're legit. You're a full on.
Oh, okay.
You zap stuff with,
I-
but good.
yeah. And I mesmerize and hypnotize.
I mean, you have control over kinetic energy and all
So
of this other stuff.
just to throw this out here real quick, mesmerism and hypnotism is not something you can do in the middle of combat. If you'd be like, and they pull out their machine guns and go, "Ba-da-da-da-da," and you're like, hypnotize you to put them down. Maybe not. I just didn't want you to be able to go. I go, hey, look at my watch, and they go, and they're like, no, that's not going to happen. So,
These are not the droids you're looking
right,
for.
thought I'd let you know
Right.
that's not a thing.
No, I figured.
Although that is kind of a thing that happens with certain powers.
Oh yes, yes. If you had mind control as opposed to a talent, if it were a power, not a talent, it'd be different.
I have
So-
telekinesis. I can.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Telekinesis, Kyle.
You could just be like,
You know
I
what
am
mean?
going to squeeze your neck until you start to feel tired.
Oh yeah, until you
Just
blow a
squeeze
blood
squeeze
vessel.
their nuts. It'll do the same thing without a power.
Yeah, same thing. So the circus is in town.
Oh, are we playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Oh,
We're good.
okay. I have an hour drive back home.
The one was only going to do 15,
Fair
20
enough.
minutes.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
Just a little
Good deal.
scene to get us all
Good deal.
to get us all introduced
I
and
know.
then leave us on a cliffhanger
Look,
so that we can.
John's got to drive further
It's
than
fine,
me.
whatever.
Just the tip.
Are we okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Can I do 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah,
Please
that's
go
fine.
ahead.
That's fine.
Excellent. So the circus is in town, and you two gentlemen have decided to go hang out at the circus, at the very least, to see what's going on and maybe take in some. Is anybody here that hates clowns? Anybody just want to punch a clown?
Nope. I don't have any problems with clowns.
I have worked professionally with clowns.
Ah.
They were murder
You
clowns.
did say CIA, so
Yeah,
there's
that's true.
clowns
Yeah, them
involved.
too.
Anyone listening to the CIA, please, I wasn't trying to poke at you. So, the trapeze artist, what are they? There's a trapeze people. I don't know. What do they prefer to be called? I don't know.
I don't know. You went down this road. I'm not sure.
I know, right?
And
I think they're a
acrobats.
trapeze artist.
Trapeze artists. Artists, that's what I'm looking for. I'm offending CIA people and trapeze goons. I don't know. Like, whoa. It's going to go poorly for me when I get out on the street.
Trapezius.
The
you know,
trapezists.
experts.
Is that a
Artists.
muscle?
Yeah, it's like your
The
neck.
trapezius. You no neck having artists. What?
Nothing.
They're the trapeze artists are zipping along, doing whatever trapeze artists do. I'm not a they're flying Yolindas. That's all I know.
They swing.
Nice. As the trapeze artist, you are doing your artisty thing. When you notice an interesting mark that has come and sat down in the audience as you're finishing up your spinning and tumbling, it looks like an iron wrought necklace with a gigantic. What's in the middle of it?
Big.
Opal.
No, I'm still going. Going with blue sapphire.
Okay, a gigantic blue sapphire set in what has to be this like metal boat anchor medallion that you're thinking, if we can pry the two of those apart, this is going to be worth
You're working with something.
having. Exactly. The as you, Mr. Shotgun, are you going into one of the tents to watch the acrobats? Are you rolling down the midway? What do you got going on at the circus?
I am going to head down to the midway, and I am going to totally throw darts at balloons to get a giant, fluffy
Teddy
toy.
thing.
You're playing
Yes.
carnival games. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to sort of throw the dart like sideways, but
Sure.
I have that ninja talent.
Oh, you do, and you're like looking at the guy going, "Oh, ha, pop!" Oh, and he's like, "Wait, what?" I mean, as carnies go, he is significantly impressed with your ability to pop any of the balloons from anywhere, and he's starting to think that the game is rigged, and that really confuses him because he knows it's rigged, but it's not supposed to be rigged that way. And he's kind of like, "We got like a real what the hell's going on here?" Mr. Pilot, sir, Ambrose. No, you're Ambrose.
Alexander.
Alexander, you go in to check out the trapeze artists, and you're watching them flip and twist and somersault through the air. Your group works without a net, correct?
Yeah.
Of course they do. Sure, it's a happening thing. They're mystifying. They're amazing. No net. It's like, oh,
That's dangerous.
it is dangerous. It's freakishly dangerous.
They could fall and hurt themselves.
Yes. When you'll notice there is a scuffle, a shuffle down at the end of the row. of the bleachers where you guys are, there's a bit of a cry as a woman screams, grasping her area. It appears as though jewelry of hers has been stolen from her neck.
Oh, is there someone walking away from the scuffle that I can see?
No, there's someone running away. They're running down the thing and out the tent.
Oh,
Like
Well,
this appears as though someone's jewelry was just
what
snatched
season
and
is
grabbed.
it? What season is it?
Getting into fall.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to put the hood up on my hoodie, and then I'm going to run after them.
Okay. You are finishing up, and you see that wonderful medallion you've been eyeballing. Just got yoinked. It just got snatched, as though it were a yoinkable.
Yoinkables.
And the person is heading out of the tent. You're coming down your performance has ended, and you're coming down the way. What are you doing?
I feel like I'm going to slink through the shadows and figure out where he's going.
Okay. People have heard the screams, and they're really not looking your direction. You can probably move faster than Slink. You've made it down to the ground, and you notice that she's yelling, my medallion, my necklace is stolen. Thief, stop. A couple of people have kind of gone out. There looks to be one or two of the hands that helped set up the circus tent are headed that general direction. Give me an intuition roll. That means roll 2d10. What's your intuition?
2d10.
No, roll a percentile dice.
Roll percentile, sorry. And what's your intuition?
My intuition is 30.
Alrighty, give me a roll.
83.
83 on a 30 is a...
See yellow.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. All right, intuition on a 30. You notice a dude with a hoodie kind of standing out. He's not in the main swirl of the... Describe your actions to us again, Rico. You throw up your hoodie and...
I throw up my hoodie, and I was going to chase after the thief.
He's moving in a way that's contrary to... He stands out. He's moving with a purpose. There are people who look like they want to help and will run up, but are not. They're like, oh, yeah, we should get after that guy. I'm like, going to wait for the next act to start. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
All right. You said you were going to... Are you following, or are you letting them get away?
I'm following to figure out who took it originally.
Okay. You can make your way. You saw him go out the tent and the direction that he's going. You have the opportunity to go around the back way and can go. You know he's likely going to go down the midway. And you ought to put him, depending on how fast he's running, you might be able to be out in front of him if you go the opposite direction and over 2 tents. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Captain Shotgun.
Commander.
Commander Shotgun.
God, Commander.
I didn't go to evil officer school
to be called
captain.
Captain. I know. I apologize. You have your super fluffy.
I have my super fluffy. Come on, Frank.
And you're like, yes, this is awesome.
Giant
Frank, the super fluffy.
bear.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Those hand gestures are inappropriate. All right, you turn to get head, but you're like, hey, I'm good. I'm going to put this in the car. Everything's going to be groovy. You turn around from where you are. A young gentleman knocks Frank out of your hands and into the,
mud.
Yeah, it's been well walked and blows right past you. Doesn't seem to care at all.
Don't leave Frank.
I am going to abandon the $5 fluffy bear.
Oh, no, it was more like 15. Because you had to win, and then you had to win another one, then you had to win
Then you
that.
had to trade up.
You had to trade that one up. And
Oh, wow.
it was like a
Stupid
$20,
carnival
$25, well, $15, $25 bear,
Yeah, that
depending
sounds
on...
about right. Yeah.
Someone else can figure that out. I am going to seek revenge.
Seek revenge. All right. You see the guy comes out. What's your agility?
30.
Alexander? Okay. You sidestep the people that are gawking, the people that aren't really wanting to help, and 2 of the Carney security. You zip out. The thief is relatively quick and headed down the midway. You notice that he blows right into this guy who's stepping out from the balloon toss, the little darts on the balloons, knocks the guy's bear into the mud, and the guy looks like he's just going to come unglued and just murder this guy.
Yikes. The guy that I run by?
You turn. What
like-
is your motive, revenge, going to be?
I'm probably just going to punch the guy.
Okay. He has fled by you, knocking the bear down, and is outside of punch range. But you might be
gonna
able to run him
chase
down.
him.
Okay. You see a look of pure I'm going to hurt you come across this guy, and he starts running after the thief. This guy who's running after the thief is an area or two in front of you. He started running and didn't really catch whiff of you, but you're bringing up the back end.
Can I see the thief?
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yes, you can.
All right, I'm going to teleport with a knee into the thief's back.
Okay. So the thief was running. Give me an intuition roll.
Not my strong suit.
It's okay.
I rolled a 22,
You rolled a 22.
which I believe is if you roll doubles and it's a failure. That's is that does something weird?
No, that doesn't do something weird on this
Okay.
one. You said it was a 10. Your intuition's a 10?
Intuition is good at a 10.
Intuition is
a
good at a
22
10.
is a white.
And do you have a talent of military?
I do.
Okay. Well, with a good intuition in the military, what I'm going to say is when you turned around, you are generally one of those folks who, red, yellow, green.
Mm-hmm.
You take a look at your surroundings. What color is your hoodie?
It is purple.
Okay. A purple hoodie, you kind of you're getting
Mm-hmm.
ready to go back to the car, and you take a general sense of who's around you, who's at the door, who's in here.
An
And you
assessment of the situation.
You had a
as it
general
were?
assessment. Yeah. And so you're chasing this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere, this dude in a purple hoodie leaps on his back. And by out of nowhere, I'm like, okay, peripheral vision didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And then it clicks in your head, wait, when I was turning around, the guy ran past me and knocked the bear out. And this dude was on the other side of me. He did not run past you. Mm-hmm. You're between the guy in the purple and the dude he just jumped on. And somehow he came out of nowhere. We're not sure if it was peripheral vision, over your head, around you. You're not sure.
He has ninja'd in front of me.
Yes. And as a ninja yourself, you suddenly go, professional courtesy, how did you do that? That's a new one that seems of interest to know.
Right.
Roll charging.
Roll charging?
Yep.
Do you maintain momentum when you teleport?
I think so. With teleport self, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's worth asking in case, you're...
That's why you teleport yourself 50,000 feet up,
Yeah.
fall 3/3 of the way there, and then teleport yourself into the guy.
Oh, wow.
Like this.
Better have some invulnerability.
Something like that.
92 on a charging.
Oh, jeez.
With an endurance of 40, which was one that increased, is the red, which is a stun.
Okay. He hits this guy with a power knee out of nowhere, and the guy just sprawls face down in the mud and slides a good 10 feet. Right to the feet of the young lady that opens the tent flap. Trapeze artist outfit, unless you put something on. She's one of the performers that was in on the thing.
Do I see her?
Oh yeah. You see this gentleman slides a good 5 feet out cold, right in front of you.
How dark is it on the midway?
It's middle of the afternoon,
Shite.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. I'm going to make eye contact with her. And then I'm going to nod. And I'm going to bolt the other way towards the grassy parking lot where cars are.
Okay. You run up.
Yeah, I'm going to saunter up.
Oh, okay. Not even he's down, so you
yeah.
don't have to run. Okay. The guy in the purple runs off 90 degrees between the two of you.
Don't you have noticeable non-human characteristics too?
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, he says he makes
Make
eye
eye
contact.
contact.
I make eye contact
That's
with
why I
you,
wondered.
and you're like,
I make eye
okay.
contact and nod to you,
Right.
and then I bolt.
I choose not to call attention.
Nice.
Greatly appreciated.
Okay, and then this gentleman saunters up to you, who is dressed how again?
Oh, I'm probably dressed in civilian clothes at the moment.
But
Probably
you
like-
still have a large frame, though.
Yeah, I'm a big scary dude with a scar down one side of his face, blonde crew cut.
Nah, flat top.
Yeah, muscles, and I'll probably in like a t-shirt and like cargo shorts or something.
Already. So you saunter up.
And I will sort of like lift up the dude by the scruff of his
Shirt, jacket, whatever he's wearing.
yeah.
Okay.
Look at him.
He's bragged. I mean, he's out.
Uh,
You notice a medallion's kind of stuffed down into an inside pocket in the shirt.
I will pull out the medallion. It's like, wow, that's a ugly. That's an ugly piece of jewelry.
That is a gaudy piece of costume jewelry.
Who puts a giant? Who puts the Hope diamond in the middle of a giant metal fixture like that?
Stupid iron chain.
Stupid.
But I'll pull it off of his head. It's like, here, would you like this?
Absolutely.
Well, consider it a gift.
Suave corporal shotgun.
Commander Shotgun. You're all right. He hands it to you. Do you take it?
I do.
What do you do with it?
I promptly leave without saying another word.
She grabs it and looks like.
She bolts.
Give me an intuition roll.
I have criminal as a profession, by the way.
Oh, I know you do.
32 is on a good intuition is still a white.
Okay.
It
How many steps out? Because it really looks like he was running straight up to her. And it wasn't that he was running to her, but you handed her the thing, and she turns around. She didn't say thank you. She didn't say.
No, I did say thank you.
Oh no, she
I
went.
said thank you,
okay.
and
She
then
went,
not another word.
thank you, and then turned around and is out. And you're holding this guy, going, wait a minute, did I just hand this to his accomplice?
that's
The thought crosses
it's
your
not
mind.
Far out. From
Okay.
If I have a shift, I get in the green.
She seems.
Sketch.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Like,
Suppose.
oh hey, thanks. Gotta go.
All right.
Less than 3 seconds in, the lady goes, "My jewelry! Did they find him? He stole my necklace."
Oh no, Oh no, I'm not here anymore.
Where you going? What you doing? Are you going to follow the young lass who has the? It's obviously this young. It was metal. It was a giant blue sapphire in it, and it was like she's describing it in yellow. You got to find him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obviously not the young woman's that you just gave it to.
Oh, fair. Now I'm an accomplice, more or less.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm okay. I'm going to find a place that is. I'm
should
going to
go
head
back for
to
Frank.
a place that sort of behind the line of tents where you would go to.
Get a hand job.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Okay, and next to that place,
Right. It would be where you might see her.
where I'm going to wait until like the angry mob that was chasing this guy dies down.
Okay.
And the hand job's finished.
You swing past a tent flap where there's some people getting costumed.
HJ's flaps. Where's this game going?
They're like, oh, and you keep right on going out the next side, and you hear the mob come in. Oh, that's the guy right there. He took my. You head out. You make a right. You make a left. You come back around a tent. You hear the mob headed off this direction. You do a double back. You come around, and you see this guy come out of one of the tents into the back area, and he looks left, looks right, and sees you. It's almost as though you were like, wait a minute, how did the maze of... And he lands right in and gives you the high sign of...
And I'm looking around, and I'm going to just sort of wait till the sound of the angry mob.
They were not happy that they found him. They then
Without
were
the thing.
less happy that he obviously handed it off to an accomplice or a cohort. Mm-hmm. You make it out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
All right, you're in the parking lot.
Well, I don't want... I mean, I'm a vigilante. I don't want people to know who I am when I
Okay.
use my powers. I'm going to take off my purple hoodie and throw it in one of the trash cans.
All right.
And then make my way back to the Midway.
All right. You make your way back to the Midway when the crowd has obviously taken out their displeasure on this guy that had been found and is beginning to disperse.
Oh. Is the guy still alive?
Oh, they're dragging him off. They've got him in cuffs. They've handed him to the cops, and they're looking around for any of the other people who might have been involved.
Oh. I'm going to look around with them.
Okay.
I'm going to try and blend in with the crowd like, oh my gosh, what happened? Who was that? Who helped him?
Okay. All right. The crowd begins to disperse. What are you two doing?
We sneak back off to the performer's tent
Yeah, I think if you don't mind, I need somewhere to lie low
because
for a
now
little
I
bit.
feel guilty that I've ran off and the mob chased him, and that wasn't the intention.
If you will, if you don't mind, I just need a minute to chill out.
I'll let him hide behind all the sequin costumes.
Okay. All right. The mob pretty much breaks up. There's not much of a crowd.
Oh.
And there's nothing happening on the Midway that isn't.
Well, then I'm going to go back to the big tent to see if there's another show going on.
Okay. There is the show that was supposed to be started seems to have broken up and gone different ways. You poke your head in to look around, and there's a tap on your shoulder.
Oh. Well, I'm going to turn around and look and see who it is.
It's a clown.
Oh. Hey. What can I do for you?
Did you help with that guy?
Me? No. I was just a bystander. I was just here to watch the show.
Oh, okay. And he takes out a balloon and into an arrow and points that way
Oh.
to an open tent flap.
Sweet. Next show. I'm going to follow.
Seems
I'm
legit.
gonna.
You follow the arrow.
Yeah, I
the
follow the
clown
arrow.
goes the other direction.
Great.
Treacherous clown.
Treacherous clowns.
Can't trust a clown.
No, clowns are untrustable. God, I've just insulted the clown guild. I'm done.
I mean, you're shortening your lifespan,
I am.
Scott. This is not
Significantly.
a safe.
The CIA,
lifestyle.
the trapeze artists, and the clown guild. It's terrible. I'm screwed here.
You're screwed.
So
What's this open flap?
So you go back to the open flap, and it's like the performer's alley. You poke your head out to see what's going on with the mob, and you see him at the end of performer's alley. He just walked out of the main tent at the big top, and it looks like he doesn't know where he's going. But he did help out.
And I'm curious.
that gentleman had a very unusual martial arts technique of appearing out of nowhere and
Being somebody with a mystical background, his appearance was interesting.
Oh, very much so.
So I call him over quietly. Psst. Come over here.
Oh, I walk over. I walk over.
Yeah.
Run my fingers through my hair. What's up? It was all mussed up from my hoodie. I was trying to straighten it back down.
Absolutely. So then I ask you to come out of the costumes. And we discuss.
you have a very unusual technique, sir.
It's teleportation.
Just cut to the chase.
It's not that unusual.
It's pretty unusual.
You didn't see the black, green, shimmery portal I left behind when I jumped through?
Yeah, I
Okay.
I did
Okay, yeah.
observe
I
that.
haven't been able to stop that. I try. It doesn't work out. Do I see the necklace? Do you have the necklace
I'm
out?
at my table trying to disassemble it
Oh.
Yeah, she's like trying to take it apart.
because it could potentially be a key to breaking my curse.
What is up with that gaudy ass necklace? Also, I'm sorry about your bear.
Oh, why? Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Go get Frank.
I know, people. I'll get you a new one.
I appreciate that.
There's a lady looking for that necklace.
It's. I mean, it seems a little unusual. Who wears a giant rock like that?
Old
to-
ladies.
She wasn't old.
I
This
didn't get a
is-
good look at her face. But that's who wears ugly costume jewelry like that is old ladies.
That's
So are you-
not costume jewelry. That's a genuine. That's sapphire. That's an enormous sapphire.
No, there's no sapphire natural that's big.
So now are you going to try to delicately open the prongs and loose the gem from a, or are you just going to be like, hey, look, I've got a screwdriver and we're going to muscle this.
Yeah, I'm prying it.
Oh, actually, I'll be like, oh, here, use this shiv.
Okay.
I will.
You use the shiv?
A shim.
just
you
for
know,
your
a
Oh,
little-
shim. Okay, I was like,
Oh,
use the shiv.
I
I
was
was like,
like, for your-
whoa.
I'm going to molecularly create a
For your resident
handy
shanking,
little.
Like a jeweler's tool.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, here, you can use this. It might help you
Zero-
loosen the prongs.
Oh, I rolled poorly though. 09 on an amazing power is white.
You can take more time, and on the next
okay.
turn, you can have that.
Okay, sure.
Because you're like, you go, hold on.
It's back here somewhere.
That's what you needed. And he hands you
Cargo pants, they're amazing.
They're amazing. And he hands you what looks like a jeweler's shiv. Like it was like made to open prongs on jewelry. You're like, what the hell? What's your strength?
10.
Okay, so you got good strength. You're gonna muscle it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So she opens the first prong, the second prong, the third prong come off. The fourth, she's got a bit of a time with, and you see her go, like, I don't care anymore. I want to get this out. The gem pops off the mounting and almost up into the air. When a hand slaps down and holds the gem, not to the metal, but just inches away from where the necklace mounting was. Describe what you look like with no clothes on.
I would be probably the size of a small SUV and like a snake-like reptile. Huge head and probably like the body of a snake is probably about 1.5 feet wide all the way. Have 3 or 4 feet legs near the head and near the tail. Curled up and, like I said, about the size of an SUV.
This appears in the tent, knocking over 3 or 4 of the clothing things, launching one young lass out into the performer's alley, and he is smunched up, holding the gem in one hand. It looks like a giant lizard.
No, I jump the F back and I get ready to kick this thing in one of its legs.
Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes?
So he would be coming to because of being kept in this thing for so long, and he'll peer his head up, like clearing his eyes, looking at you all, and he'll look at you and he'll be like, "You're not Celine. Who are you?"
Are you speaking English right now?
Yes.
Are you Am I hallucinating?
Talking snake.
No, he's talking.
This is a talking...
You are being so racist right now.
I have to ask you, you have orange eyes. Why are you surprised?
I'm not a talking snake.
No.
It's okay. I've dealt with talking snakes before.
Oh,
Where is my Dometer Celine? How did you have this
We found
necklace?
It was stolen from a woman outside. I'll describe the lady who was, she was human,
Yeah.
about yay tall, hair like this color.
Do you have scales?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to touch them.
They're blue. So, do you,
You can't just.
why are you touching me?
You can't just touch talking snakes.
I am not a snake. I am a dragon. I am not. Why would you call me a snake?
They called you a snake.
Sorry.
I went with it.
Dragon. Totally different.
Okay, because
You're a
dragons exist.
dragon?
Yes. Is there a table near here?
Oh yeah.
I put the gem on the table, and I go to try. I want to try to break the gem.
What?
How are you going to break it?
I'm going to try to use one of my fists.
You're going
punch
to
it?
squash the table.
No. I'll be like, stand back, please, and I'll put the jewel on the table, and I will try to break the gem.
You're going to punch it?
Sure.
All right. Give
You're
me a
going
roll.
to like.
46 on a 92 for strength.
92?
Oh.
No, that was the original. That's BS. On 30.
I was like, wait, what's a 92? How is
I,
92? Oh, you looked at the number
Yes,
you rolled. Oh, okay.
the original number. That is not correct.
Right. He
It's a green.
sets the
It's a
gem
green.
down and he goes, please stand back. And then fist punches your table through the gem, like punches the gem, demolishes the table. The gem and the bits of table go just crushing into the floor. Yeah, you punched the gem and the table and just shatter the table, and the gem is kind of in the pile of wood splinters and chunks.
I have to destroy this thing.
I use my telekinesis to bring it to me
The gem, slow or fast?
quickly.
The gem just up into her hand.
That thing has imprisoned me for centuries. I have to destroy it.
I need it to break my curse.
What? It's my curse. What do you mean your curse?
There's enough curses to go around.
But my Dometer, we cannot stay here. She is looking for that right now. We have to leave.
Does it have to? That's worth an awful lot of money. Does it have to be absolutely destroyed, or could we like cut it in half?
I've been imprisoned in that thing for over 800 years.
I need it whole.
The casing that it came.
Dragons are real and they can talk?
Yes.
What's going on?
Who is your friend?
Clearly, you've never been to Tibet. Oh wait, no, probably. Oh well, you
But
never know.
the casing that was around this jewel that kept me within it for a very, very long time.
The ugly, rusty clod of iron.
Yes.
Could we destroy that?
Or leave it. We must leave. And if I can ask, where are we? I see a.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
We're on the smaller northern continent of the planet Earth.
This is new for me. I have not been in this place for many a century. The only experience I have with your planet is destroying ships at sea.
All right.
When my Dometer wanted amusement.
That's comforting.
Well,
Like
So
the
what-
Kraken?
Tell me about this Celine.
she called me Leviathan, but from where I am from, my surname was Drake.
You're a Leviathan? You're the Leviathan?
We're going to call you Levi for short.
We're going to call him Leviathan.
No.
That's cool.
Celine called me Leviathan. I am not sure what it stands
I've
for. If anything.
never seen a dragon before, ever in my life.
What are you called?
Human?
I am Commander Shotgun.
So your family name is Shotgun.
Yes.
What of you?
Marisol Loveridge.
Family name is Loveridge.
Indeed.
And you, sir?
I don't want to say. I don't know you guys.
He doesn't have to say.
That's fine.
I believe we are on the same
What would you like us
level.
to call you, or you're going to get a
Oh,
cute
you can,
nickname?
You can call me Sidereal.
All right.
So family name is Sidereal.
No, that's just my identity that I use.
Well, yes, your family name that is what you are known by.
No, I'm known by something completely different to my family.
Understood. We need to leave here though, and he will you come here?
No.
I will
Have you seen how big your teeth are?
Yes, and I won't harm you. I need you to come here. If we are going to leave this domicile, I need you to come here. I will not harm you.
Okay.
So you walk
I'm
up.
going to just take a quick peek to see if the people who were in here with us are running out and
Oh, yes.
screaming.
Yeah.
They're not like running out onto the midway, but they're running down the. You know that the alarm has been raised, and that the circus management will shortly descend upon this tent.
The
to
gypsy alarm?
to give somebody an ass beating.
So
Now they might not like what they find.
Well, I
but
mean,
that's the intent.
If well, I mean, it makes sense if all of the girls run out of the dressing room screaming that that's kind of everybody's alarm.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So as a huge snake, you walk up to him. A snakehead. He will look at your head, look around your entire body on all sides. Do that for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. He'll come back to the original spot, say thank you, and he'll roll to use shapeshifting.
Roll it.
Thank you. For what?
51 on a 50.
That's a green at least. I think it's a yellow.
It might be. So
Yes.
What I would do is I would transform
That's green.
to exactly whatever the hell he is wearing with a slightly different face so they can differentiate. Bipedal.
He kind of shrinks a bit. His tail comes up. His legs become human legs. His arms become human arms. And he looks similar to you, and then his features shift. And he looks human.
This should suffice, correct?
Does he have clothes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like his, I'm assuming.
Exactly,
yes.
exactly like. And he looks like a frickin' Bambi baby fawn on two legs trying to work them.
Could you hand me the iron?
I gotta
Pacing,
call
please.
Danny. I need to see
Here
if he
you go.
knows anything about dragons.
Okay.
This is weird.
I'm going to duplicate that big old gem and
Okay.
pop it into the fitting.
Okay.
We're going to solve some crimes. How's
Nice.
that?
All right.
I like it.
A 50 on an amazing is a
It's a green.
Green.
It's a solid green.
Yeah.
solid green, almost a yellow.
Almost, yeah. Very
All right.
close.
And
Yeah, he
so-
reaches into his pocket, pulls out another sapphire. And,
There's probably a flash of mutant energy as I transubstantiate out of nothing. At that point, this is I'm going to be flashy about it.
oh, okay. He sets
I'm not
it down.
the only one that's a little flashy.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna
impressive.
need you're gonna need your tool to set it properly.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep. Here you go.
And he works on it. He has just completed your prison.
Completed.
Yeah, put it back together.
What are you doing with that?
This is not your gem.
I still have the original.
We are going to give this away, and it will the gem will disappear in a couple of days.
Yo.
They'll think they lost it.
No. If we're gonna leave it somewhere, it can't be left here in the performers' quarters. They'll think somebody here at the fair stole it. We need to leave it out on the midway. Give it to me. All right, I'm gonna open up the flap. I'll be right back. I'm gonna open up a flap to see. I don't know. Is there a game where you throw the ball against the stop sign and it goes into the basket?
Yeah.
Okay.
You dunk tank?
No,
That kind of thing.
There's a little fair game that's a big stop sign, and you throw a little wiffle ball against the stop sign into the. You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna look for a random fair game,
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
and
got
I'm gonna teleport to the fair game, and then just drop the gem like right in front of the game.
Okay. Give me a roll.
I'll say in a minute.
Roll your teleportation.
21 on a 40.
You're out of charges. You've already teleported 19 times today. No, I'm just kidding.
Teleported once today.
I'm just kidding.
But he could pilot something over there.
Oh, be quiet.
I got a white result.
You're just okay.
That's gonna get me there, but stun me for a turn.
Yep. You teleport over, and you're a little disoriented, and you're taking a second, and you're letting your eyes adjust. The ground is sort of moving, not quite violently, but
I'm gonna drop the necklace.
okay. You're holding on to your dear life and ready to drop the necklace when you hear, oh, my necklace! Oh, wonderful! You found it.
Here you go.
And,
Yes, I did.
and it's that lady that comes up, And she goes, oh, that's wonderful. And her husband joins her. And she's like, oh, can I have this back? This one's mine. It was stolen from me in the Big Top.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to shakily give it back to her.
Okay. And she goes, oh, thank you. Oh, I'm the wife of the museum curator. If they found out it was missing, whoa, it would be...
Oh, well, it's a really good thing that I found it here in front of this game.
Yes, absolutely wonderful. Oh, that's great. Are you Brazilian?
What racist thing can we come up
South
with?
American.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
yeah,
India.
yeah, from Brazil. Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Oh, thank you very much.
Is it the tan that gives it
Yeah,
away?
yeah. Okay, yeah. Robert, can you help him with something? And she like takes it and starts putting it back on and heads back towards the mid top. And a gentleman walks up, 3-piece suit, really well to do, and he goes up and he peels off a couple of 20s and is like, "Here, yeah, thanks for that."
Oh.
He goes, "Yeah, my girlfriend
Sweet,
he
thanks.
says my girlfriend likes to take things from the exhibit, but what are you gonna do?
As long as you put them back, right?
Well, I don't know, whatever. Sure,
I'll pretend I heard yes.
yeah.
But thanks for the money, though.
Hey, no worries.
That's
And they're
gonna
off.
be my fair ride home.
The evil idol York.
And I'm not going to teleport because that was terrible. I'm just going to walk my way back.
Okay. Okay. You walk back, and he looks far more human now,
Yeah.
and even his clothing looks good.
And I'll say to you is, don't lose the original. I have to find some way to destroy that. That is part of Celine. And with that, as long as that thing is still in existence, there's still a chance that I can be put back in it.
I made $40.
What are bucks?
American.
Pissant amount of money.
Just so
Yo.
you guys know, they still called an alarm. Women ran. We should still go.
I will duck out the back of the tent if you don't mind.
Oh, I won't. I'll walk out the front of the tent.
Where are we going?
You're in here with the guy.
Come with me.
I was going to go home.
See, I travel. I have a camper. Anybody's welcome to come with me.
Oh, well, shoot. If I don't have to walk, heck yeah.
I'll go with you. That sounds great.
Let us go to Camper Love Ridge and Shotgun. And what is your surname again?
Sidereal.
S.
Yes.
Yes.
S works, if that's what you can muster.
Yes. I learned this language from Celine, and I'm still not the greatest.
You're also a freaking dragon.
All right, let's go, guys.
And you are human.
I'm going to get out of having to fight clowns range. That sounds good to me.
And if you guys are running, this guy is like walking like he's in high heels.
No, I'm
So
not
you're gonna
running.
have to wait
I'm
a minute.
walking.
All right.
We're walking.
Might
And
take a
he's
minute.
still having a hard time keeping
It's
up.
just.
I'll put your arm around my shoulder to help steady you,
Thank you.
since 2 legs is difficult for you.
No, this is different. This is very different. So thank you.
Okay.
So what's
You get
so Leviathan? Tell us about where you come from.
Well,
You open the door to your camper. You walk in. Shotgun, you're following her?
Yeah.
And the two of you, Sidereal,
Sidereal.
and Leviathan are kind of turning sideways and working your way in to the camper.
Okay.
When over your shoulder you hear, "You're going in wrong camper. You're now to be beaten."
I turn around and look.
Oh, there's about a 9-foot tall Russian, flat top, huge, with a table leg in his hand, who looks like he's about to beat on the both of you.
I'm gonna start analyzing him.
We were invited to this camper?
Yeah. No, you're not.
No, we were. Marisol's right inside.
And that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott. We thank you very much for coming out. We thank you for character creation. We thank everyone here at the table. We're going to break this up into parts. It'll all be wonderful, but that will leave us at our first cliffhanger where we're going to see who's getting beat and whether you were really invited or not. As always, we thank you for listening to us, and you'll hear from us real soon.
Bye.
Ciao, ragazzi.